What is good, horror horde? This is your boy Horror Gamer back with another video for you. And as you can tell by the title of this video, this is another Horror Gamer Reviews. And boy, do I got a doozer for you today. But just know, before we get into this, your boy Horror Gamer's reviews have spoilers in them all day, every day. So if you haven't seen this movie, pause this, go check it out, come back, let me know in the comment section what you think, whether you enjoyed the movie, whether you hated the movie, whether you agree with me or whether you think I'm full of shit. But remember, anything beyond this point right here is on you. So as you can also tell by the title of this video, we're going to be reviewing a movie that I grew up watching a lot. And this movie, it's very special to me because, like I said, I watched it a lot when I was a kid. This is where I got introduced to Michael Keaton, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin. And this movie is just one of my favorites of all time. It's definitely probably my favorite Tim Burton movie. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't read it yet, we're talking about Beetlejuice. This movie right here, what can your boy Horror Gamer say about Beetlejuice? Well, like I said, this movie is amazing. Like, Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice is so amazingly awesome, and it was so this movie was so good it actually spawned a cartoon series which your boy Horror Gamer also owns. It's just the character of Beetlejuice is so good. So basically the story of this movie is you have the Maitlands, they're on vacation, and then they go to this their store that they own, and on their way back they get into a car accident and they die. Well, they don't know they're dead until they find this book, which this case is in the shape of the book. It's the handbook for the recently deceased. And then that's when they start finding out that they're dead. Well, months go by, and then this new family moves into the house, but they don't want them there because the mother is just really flamboyant, and she wants to basically tear the house down and make it her vision of what she wants the house to be. And then they have Lydia, which is the stepdaughter of this woman, and it's just such a well done movie. It's just, everything about the movie is so good. Like when they go into the basically the land of the dead or whatever, and you see the imagery that is the land of the dead through Tim Burton's eyes in this movie, it's so well done. Like, they have a case worker, and she has a slit throat, and when she takes a puff of a cigarette, you see the smoke coming out of her throat. Like the Lost Souls room always freaked me out as a kid. Like when the thing came up and you just seen these lost souls floating and the music that they play. It was such the imagery, and it was amazing. And on 4K, oh my God. If you have a 4K player, you owe it to yourself. You don't necessarily have to get the handbook from the recently deceased edition, but just to get the 4K edition and just to see how well it transferred onto 4K is beyond insane to me. Like I said, that Lost Souls room scene, it just pops because of the colors, like the green, and they did a good job using dull colors to make you feel a certain kind of way in the land of the dead. And like I said, Beetlejuice's character was he has the most iconic line ever. Okay, so they call on him and he brings them into the model because the guy's building a model, and that's why he went to the store to get pieces for the model. Well, Beetlejuice is hanging out in this model, and so when they call him, and the way you call him is to say his name 3 times, he sucks them down into the model, and then he's really overbearing and stuff to the point where they actually leave. And he invited them in the house, and he's walking in the house, he's turning around to say something to them, and they're gone, and he goes, you bunch of losers, you're working with a professional here. And then he walks over to one of the trees that are in the model, and he kicks it, and the tree falls over. And he looks up, and he's like, nice fucking model. And then he grabs himself and goes, ha ha. That part, I remember watching that part over and over again because that part is just damn hilarious. And like I said, Michael Keaton killed it as Beetlejuice. I don't know like what he was on, if he was on anything. But as Beetlejuice was just an amazing fit. That was one of the characters that he was born to play. And that also spawned him playing, you know, Batman later on. Tim Burton's Batman, you know, in the first 2 movies that were, you know, made from Tim Burton. So, all in all, this movie was just a home run hitter for me. It was an amazing film, all straight up. Everything about it was great. So, with all that being said, what does your boy Horror Gamer give Beetlejuice? I'm going to have to go... I'm being a little biased here, but your boy Horror Gamer is going to have to go 10 out of 10. Just straight 10 out of 10. This is, for me, this is one of those movies that they're few and far between. They'll never replicate this. I don't care if they come up with a part 2 or a remake. They're never going to replicate the awesomeness that was the very first Beetlejuice. So that's straight up 10 out of 10 for me. So... Alright, Horror Horde, with all that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button along with that ding-a-ling-ding-ding button. That way every time your boy Horror Gamer throws up one of these reviews, you're in the know. Also, when you're done doing that, head on over to the Horror Gamer Patreon and see what kind of cool perks you get out there. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. That way you guys can see what's going on over there. And just know... the monthly giveaways start this month, and I'll be definitely keeping you guys posted on that. So, after you're done doing that, run on over to the Z Network and see what kind of cool things that we were doing out there. You know, a bunch of us got together and just created something for everybody. So, head on out there and check that out. But, alright, Horror Horde, with all that being said, guys, I love you, thank you, and don't forget, this is your boy Horror Gamer saying, until next time, don't fear the darkness. Embrace it.